Hi teachers! In this video, we will explore how to use counters, like counting bears, tiles, or chips, to support math learning in special education settings. These simple tools can make a big difference in helping students with disabilities understand foundational concepts.
Counters are small, tangible objects that students can move, group, and count. They are perfect for building number sense, practicing counting and one-to-one correspondence, exploring addition, subtraction, and even patterns. They are especially helpful for students who benefit from hands-on, visual, and tactile learning. For students with disabilities, especially those with cognitive, developmental, or sensory needs, counters provide concrete representation of abstract math concepts, multisensory engagement for touch, sight, and sometimes sound, opportunities for repetition and practice, and support for fine motor skills and hand-to-eye coordination. As you can see, there are many things that can be used as counters. I have some counting chips. I have a couple different varieties. We have the clear plastic ones. We have the two-sided round and square ones. We have just numbers, a set of numbers, and you can have those in different colors. You have counting rods. You can also use pipe cleaners. They work as well. Our little counting bears, a tin frame, a deck of cards. Any deck of cards will work. Plastic cups or foam cups, any kind of cup used for counting. You can use beads on a string. This one happens to have 2 on there. And this is good for manipulating those that need that hands-on with it. They can actually move the beads. You can also use a fidget. This is one of those bubble poppers. This one happens to be numbered, but yours can be blank. They work just as well, but they will pop a bubble as they count each number, or unpop the bubble. So just about anything will work. You can use marbles, beads, coins, pom-poms, pens, pencils. Just about anything will work as a counter. Let's start with counting. Give each student a small pile of counters. I'm going to use these red and white counters from our tin frame. Ask each student to place 1 counter on each number card. This reinforces one-to-one correspondence, the idea that each object counted represents 1 number. A tip is to use number mats or tin frames for structures. So here I have the tin frame as well. Again, 1 counter for each spot, which reinforces that one-to-one correspondence. I've used my deck of cards instead of a number mat, but you can have it on a piece of paper, on their desk. Now let's try using these counters to determine patterns. Using different colored counters, again, I have 2-sided, so I'm using these, red and white. Students can create and extend patterns. So red, white, red, white. What comes next in the pattern? They can also create their own patterns using counters. Now let's try addition. Start with 3 red bears. Add 2 blue bears. Ask how many bears do we have in all? Students can physically move and count the total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to find the answer. Another tip is to color code counters to show parts of a problem. For subtraction, begin with 5 counters. Ask students to take away 2. Then count what is left. 1, 2, 3. This helps students visualize what it means to take away and see the result. A tip to help with subtraction is to use story problems to make it relatable. You had 5 cookies. You ate 2. How many cookies do you have left? Every student is unique. Here are some ways to differentiate instruction using counters. Use visual supports like color-coded counters or number mats. Choose textured counters for students with visual impairments, offer guided practice with verbal cues, allow choice of counters. Some students may prefer soft textures or bright colors. Keep tasks short and focused to maintain attention. Reduce the number of counters or steps for students who need more support. Add dice or number cards for students ready for a challenge. Use themed counters like animals or vehicles to boost engagement. Make learning fun by using games to build engagement and reinforce skills through repetition. Games could include roll and count, roll a dice and place that many counters on a mat, or the bear race. Move a bear one space for each counter added.
With just a handful of counters and a little creativity, you can create powerful learning moments by making math meaningful and fun for every learner. Keep it simple, keep it fun, and always meet your students where they are. You are doing amazing work.